Hey everyone, Porsche Racer 14 here, and I thought I'd share this replay of something that's kind of wrong and still broken in World of Warships. Basically, you may have heard the term called failed division, and we got that on the other team. Somebody brought Erie in to essentially a tier 8, 9, 10 match. Now granted, yeah, this is late at night / early in the morning on the weekend. You know, I'm just out with my buds, having a few wobbly pops, playing some games, just having fun. It's weekend. Time to blow off some steam kind of thing. And yeah, so I'm out here in my North Carolina. I mean, we got Yamatos on the other side. I mean, no big deal. It's tier 8. I fully expect it's going to happen. But I mean, in Erie, I'm sorry, the other team's handicapped. I know it can be funny, it can be a lark, but there's very few ships that can span a broad spectrum of tiers. Like, yeah, I think iChase had a video out of Umikaze just harassing a Montana. I mean, it can do it. It's a destroyer. As long as it doesn't get detected, it's fine. Torpedoes are still going to do derpy damage. And there's not much a battleship can do to a stealthy destroyer with torpedoes that can go beyond its concealment or detection range. It's just the nature of the game. But in Erie, I'm sorry, as soon as it fires its guns, it's done. I mean, Christ, you're lucky there's no Yamatos on our team, because Yamato has a longer firing range than its secondary. So, I mean, depending on the secondary build on it, but it'll have longer firing range than Erie's primary guns. Like, in fact, considering how the Erie is at long distance, secondaries on the Yamato might even be more accurate. But, yeah, it severely handicaps a team. Heck, even a lower class, lower tier CV, I'm not saying it would get matched up, because they changed the CV algorithms a couple patches ago. So you just sit there infinitely in queue. Where before you'd get in, and then you just have insane AA to deal with, which is no fun. At least you can, if you stay away from the AA, at least you can do some spotting effort, maybe. There's something there. You know, if you're, like, I'm in my North Carolina, yeah, I have to go up against the Yamato, but cruisers, I mean, I still can hit cruisers, or, well, trying to go for this. They had a destroyer over there, and as long as the shells can hit, I can do damage. At least I'm still useful. Strategically, I still have some importance out there. I still can help the team. You start getting more and more tier disparity, where you don't have as much health pool. Your shells have a harder time penetrating. Then, you know, you have to start figuring what your usefulness is to the team. But yeah, the stealth firing destroyers are about the only... Oh, there we go. Finally got something decent. Are about the only class that can really span. And it's... I mean, I did it accidentally. I'm not going to say I'm immune to it. I was with my buddy Orion. I believe I was in my North Carolina. Way back. My first North Carolina. Because I sold it after the AP nerf. Got frustrated with it. And he's like, yeah, I want to go take out my Isakaze, and I just forgot to switch ships. I was looking at it, and I didn't unready my North Carolina, and I blanked out. I wouldn't hit battle, wouldn't a random battle, but at least he redeemed himself. He went and sunk an Amagi. So I mean, at least they had that going for them. But I mean, what's this Erie gonna do? I guess he can go cap, maybe, as long as no one else is there. I mean, he's got to stay out of harm's way. Points wise, it's still cruiser, so it's still going to be worth, you know, some good points. I think cruisers are 45 points or something like that. 40 points. I can't remember. But they're still worth a number of points if it gets sunk. It's, I don't know. And then, I mean, really, how much help is it going to be? As soon as that thing gets spotted, everybody's just going to target it and it's done. It's just, I wish there's something that they could fix. Maybe if they could put a tier disparity cap. Like, you can only have maximum 2 tiers difference. Even then, that seems like a lot. But at least if they put a cap on it. So, say you brought in your Omaha, and you had a buddy with the St. Louis. Well, that's about the maximum range you could go. Because weapon, if that Omaha gets pulled up into tier 7, I mean, that's still going to be a huge disparity. At least it's not going to be so bad. It'd be no different if, you know, you're near New Orleans and you had a buddy in Cleveland and you got pulled in, and then you guys move up into, well, a tier 10 match. I mean, I guess at least Cleveland has some AA if there's a CV around. Other than that, it's just gonna be one heck of a tough match. I mean, it's already tough enough in the New Orleans, I guess. But at least if there wasn't that huge disparity, I think matchmaking should put something in like that, because as it is now, this is why you get those failed divisions, and you just do not help your team at all. At least for cruisers, at least for battleships, at least for CVs, it's got to be implemented. I'd say even on destroyers, just straight across the board. You can't have more than a 2-tier gap in your division. I mean, if not, go play co-op. You're not really hurting your team because you're gonna have the same ship on the other side. You know, it's co-op. You're not. There isn't a whole bunch of XP at stake. I mean, you have to watch your credits, because there is a cost to playing co-op, because you're not making as much credits as you would in a random match. Heck, even on a loss sometimes. Especially once you start hitting tier 7 and you start going into co-op, you really got to watch, because if you're running, especially if you're running any kind of camo or premium consumable or whatever, it's not worth it. You can't do it. Not to say I haven't done co-op at times just to try out a module or a ship or whatever, but I think the best thing is using S-Lane's mods and throwing in the training room. And if you want, I mean, training room's great. If you want to do crazy scenarios like Yamato versus 12 St. Louis's, which is hilarious. Really hilarious. You gotta watch those. That St. Louis is a tough ship. And it has some pretty smart, I guess, programming put into it. There's one point I just loaded up Solomon Islands, and I was like, okay, they're just going to come straight up the middle. And I was trying to block them. I mean, you got 30-second reload. You can't take them all out that quickly. And I was like, uh-oh. It looks like I thought the one ship was going to ram me, so I started backing up and churning, get away from them. And as soon as you see my broadside, man, they start flinging AP. And I was like, geez, St. Louis is doing some significant damage here. Or at least a bunch of them were. You get that many St. Louis's together, it's pretty frightening. That and all the HE fire. But yeah, if you want to do crazy things like that, or just get your butts together and just do something just for the heck of it, training room's great for that. And oh no, getting shot at here by the Yamato. But like I said, at least I can provide some utility to the team. I mean, as it is with that Eerie, I like, what good is it? What good is that Eerie? Just a handicap to the team. Ooh, it's gonna hurt. Yep. Good job, Yamato. Love those 18-inch shells. But yeah, something like that it's got to get implemented, I think. At least for the future of random matches, unless random matches goes away or something. I don't know. It just seems really foolish that they would allow that to go through. It harms both teams. It means nothing great for us. I mean, like, for instance, if that Eerie wasn't an Eerie, say it was, I don't know, Kutuzov or New Orleans, Baltimore, whatever, some other type of cruiser. I mean, at the low health I'm at right now, it could have been sitting around one of these islands finishing me off. It could be pressing our team a lot harder. That is, as it is, that Erie's not doing anything.
Our victory is in sight.
It's just, yeah, stuff like that. It needs to get fixed. It needs to get changed. Because it's, I mean, and it's no fun for us. So, I mean, what are we gonna do? Just beat the crap out of an Eerie? Big deal. I mean, that doesn't. There's no glory in that. It's no different if a St. Louis came up to an Eerie, it's gonna beat the crap out of it. You don't need a tier 8 battleship to go up against it or whatever else. It's just ridiculous. And how much fun is it for the person in the Eerie? Yeah, I know he came up with his butt and I think Yamato or whatever.
The ship is on fire.
I mean, okay. If anything, it's just being real annoying here right now.
Our victory is in sight.
Alright, time to flip off high explosive here and finishes. And, dude, really? Come on, man. Trying not to hit him so I don't take any more damage. Jeez. Port has the right of way. Port. Man. You think in a ship game people would know ship nautical rules. Whatever. You go get him, full health Montana. You go get him. But I mean, look what's happened in this match now. Now we got two just brutal battleships going for an Eerie. I mean, it's bad enough. Like, heck, if it got pulled in and there's a South Carolina, yeah, Eerie might stand a chance to burn it down as long as he kept at range. But, jeez. This dude's done. This dude's done. Yeah. Wasn't much help to the team. I mean, it would be totally different if it was something else. Anyways, that's me signing off this rant.